Welcome to The Explainer. We're all about breaking down complex, sometimes really out there topics into clear, focused presentations. So let's just jump right in with a wild question. What if a single tiny mistake, one mispronounced letter, was somehow connected to public health, to minority rights, and yeah, even to the secrets of the universe? Today, we're diving into a really fascinating document that makes exactly that claim. The entire argument, and believe me, it is a sprawling one, it all starts from this one specific point, a single sound in a single alphabet that the author says we've been getting wrong for decades. At the center of all this is the Gurmukhi script. Now, according to the source material, this sacred alphabet was created by the Sikh gurus right on the banks of the Indus River. It's the bedrock of the Punjabi language, and it's absolutely central to Sikh scriptures. And this is where we get to the heart of the matter. The source argues that there's a massive error in how a key letter is being taught. A letter that's supposed to be pronounced Tatta, which is how it appears in the original holy texts, has somehow become known as Tainka. And the author is very clear, this isn't just language changing over time, it's a harmful manipulation. So, where's the proof? Well, the author points straight to the Sikh holy scripture, the Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. The claim is simple. The original correct sound, tatta, is right there in the text. Tainka, they argue, is a later invention that you just won't find in the scripture. Okay, but this isn't just some dusty academic debate. The author makes a much bigger claim, that this one little mispronunciation is actually causing real, serious harm to the health, the psychology, and even the mental well-being of millions of people. So, the big question is, how on earth could a single mispronounced letter do all that? Well, this is where the author rolls out a huge, all-encompassing theory to connect the dots. A framework they call philosophology. Philosophology is presented as basically the key to everything. It's described as a single theory of every subject, trying to tie together philosophy, science, and the concept of the self. The whole idea is that this one framework can explain it all, from our own minds to the entire cosmos, and all of it is based on principles from that Gurmukhi script. A huge piece of this puzzle is an idea called cymatics. This is the theory that sound isn't just something you hear, it actually has physical power. That different sound frequencies can create visible geometric patterns and even directly shape and influence physical matter. You see where this is going. And this is where you really see the staggering scope of the theory. The author links that Tatta-Tainka issue to pretty much everything. We're talking COVID-19, the current mass extinction event, Noam Chomsky's linguistic theories, even the very structure of our DNA. It's a huge claim. Okay, so after all that cosmic stuff, the argument takes a sharp turn, right back down to Earth, to the very real world of politics. The author basically says this whole Tatta-Tainka issue is fundamentally about minority rights, that you can't separate protecting a language from protecting a community. To make this political case, the author zeroes in on one number from the source, that Sikhs, who are the main users of the Gurmukhi script, make up just 1.7% of India's population. This immediately frames the whole debate as an issue that concerns a distinct minority. The argument goes like this. The source claims that because Sikhs are sometimes constitutionally grouped with Hindus, they miss out on the specific legal protections that are given to other official minority groups. And this, the author insists, gets in the way of protecting the Gurmukhi language as a minority right. So what do you do when you believe something this big? Well, the author didn't just write it down and walk away. Convinced that the stakes are incredibly high, they launched a full-on campaign to get this theory officially recognized and corrected. And you have to understand, this isn't just an abstract project. It's presented as a deeply personal mission. The whole thing was inspired by the author's late father, who was a famous athlete. According to the text, his life of struggle is the real driving force behind this entire campaign. And they really went for it. This wasn't a small effort. The author sent these findings everywhere, to the Prime Minister of India, the Ministry of Education, all the way up to global bodies like UNESCO and the World Intellectual Property Organization. All of it was a push to get the Tatta-Tainka manipulation officially corrected. And that brings us to the final part of this vision, where the theory expands one last time, moving from language to the very structure of our society, and leaving us with some pretty radical questions. So you see the pattern here, right? A flaw in a basic system causes all these bad ripple effects. The author applies that same logic to politics. The document proposes a fair voting system where you rank all the candidates. The idea is that our current voting method is a flawed system, just like the mispronounced letter, and that changing it could actually help heal our society.
And at the end of the day, that's the final question the source material leaves us with. Whether we're talking about a single letter, a voting system, or a theory of everything, it makes you wonder, what hidden power is packed into the sounds we make every day? And what unseen forces might be shaping our world?